Hey everyone, and Merry Christmas! I'm Big John, and welcome to a Christmas Day episode of the Diz Ability Show. So, it is Christmas, and today, of course, the parks, especially the Magic Kingdom, and in my opinion, Epcot, are going to be extremely busy. So, I want to give you some tips to help you try to avoid the crowds. First of all, if you are heading to the Magic Kingdom today or any Christmas morning, get there early, do everything you need to do, and then get out before the rest of the huge crowds show up. Same goes with Epcot, because at night they'll probably cram the seats for candlelight processional. And by my opinion, the best places to go at Disney on Christmas Day to avoid the crowds are going to be Hollywood Studios, probably not Galaxy's Edge, and Animal Kingdom. Because those parks will probably have the least amount of crowds on Christmas, and people would normally go to either the Magic Kingdom or Epcot on Christmas Day. So I think it will be easier if you either went to either Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom, or do some Christmas shopping at Disney Springs, or just stay at your hotel, use the pool, and have a nice, quiet Christmas at your hotel. So anyway, that's my tip. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. So, today at 10 on ABC, 10 Eastern Time, is the return of the Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade. They didn't have the parade last year. They had a special last year, but they didn't have the actual parade last year because of COVID. But now it is back, and hopefully better than ever. So this week I want to talk to you about my top 5 parade hosts in the broadcast's history. So, number 5 would have to be one of this year's hosts, Julianne Hoff. This is her 4th year hosting this event, and she brings smiles to everyone. She smiles to people every single year. It's her brother Derek's 2nd year hosting it, and when you got the Hoffs doing a Disney special, you just know it's going to be spectacular. All right, number 4, a man who was with the parade in the very beginning, all the way up to 2008, a man who we lost last year, one of the giants of game shows, Mr. Regis Philbin. He started out as the man on the street correspondent, talking to the guests. He finally got a seat next to Joan London. And then for many years, for 8 years, it's been him and Kelly Ripa hosting it, 8 years in a row. And he was always considered the face of the parade. So Regis, may you rest in peace. Number 3, my boy Mario Lopez. He's hosted the parade twice. He hosted the Florida portions of the parade back in 2011 and the following year at Disneyland. And he has just the most fun personality. Of course, he's best known for Saved by the Bell, but he got his humble beginnings as one of the backup dancers on a show that I think is way underrated. Way underrated than it should be. Kids Incorporated, which is where Fergie and Jennifer Love Hewitt got their humble beginnings too. A little trivia there. But yeah, Mario is amazing. He's named after one of my favorite video game characters, and he is one of the coolest celebs in the biz. Number 2, Nick Cannon. Now, Nick has hosted the parade 5 times. He started out as a co-host back in 2009. Then in 2010, 2011, he was the parade host at Disneyland. In 2012, he was the parade host in Orlando. And in 2013, back at Disneyland. And he is great. There's been some controversy about Nick lately, but we're not going to talk about that. And my number 1 parade host, and this should come to this should not come as a surprise to anyone, but I'll give you a hint. Are you ready for Christmas? Yep, Neil Patrick Harris. He hosted the parade in Orlando in 2013, and even though he hosted for just 1 year, he was the best. And he started off with a big song and dance number. If you want to hear it, they play it on the Christmas station on D Park Radio, and it is so good. So anyway, let me know in the comments who your favorite parade hosts are in the history of the Disney Christmas parade. And now, since it's Christmas, it's time to see what Christmas specials you guys can be on the lookout for today. And just a reminder, these are the Eastern times. Check your local listings for if you don't live in the Eastern time zones. So, of course, as I said, today at 10 on ABC is the Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade. We have the Santa Claus 2 on Freeform at 11:20 a.m., followed by the Santa Claus 3, the Escape Clause at 1:50 p.m. We have Miracle on 34th Street on HBO at 2:30. Santa Claus is Coming to Town on Freeform at 4. Followed by Frosty the Snowman at 5:05. Followed by Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at 5:40. Followed by Home Alone at 6:45. And we have the 1966 How the Grinch Stole Christmas on ABC at 8. And to wrap up the holiday season, the Jim Carrey Grinch on NBC at 8:30 p.m. And that is the roundup for Christmas Day. That's this week's show. As I said, if any of you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. Now for this week's shout-outs, make sure you check out my homeboy Michael over at Mousepiration. In season 2 of his podcast will be coming out soon, and twice a month he hosts the Not So Late Night Mousepiration talk show. Very good. I highly recommend it. I was on it last month. Maybe I'll be back on again. Who knows? And also make sure you check out Bethany over at Villains and Vice. She does amazing at-home and in-the-park videos. Make sure you check her out. Also, make sure you check out the Sable family, Sabol. All the Sable family vlogs, they are cast members and they do great videos and live streams from the parks on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure you check them out. Also, make sure you check out Drew in the Moment. He does amazing live streams from the parks each and every week. And as always, for the latest attraction news, make sure you check out my good friends over at Attractions Magazine. If you haven't subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And tap that bell for notifications so that you never miss an episode. And until next time, have a very Merry Christmas. Stay safe. And for any of you heading out into the parks today, good luck.